No, no! I can't believe I lost this. How the heck did they beat the Steelers? Okay. The Browns are the best team ever.
Greatest team ever.
I said the best team ever!
Now you have to say it twice.
No, the Browns are the greatest team ever.
First Eagles game, yeah.
Parker,
bring it in, bring
we
it in.
won't be home.
Wait, what?
Me and Parker will be at Flower
Do you
Street.
think we can stream
Wow.
it? Or we can stream it?
From our phones.
Like mid-worship, we're just...
That's terrible. You go like this, and people think you're like worshiping. It's like, no, they scored a touchdown.
that is so
Oh
horrible.
my gosh. That's amazing.
Let's have just a very respectful moment of silence for Andrew Luck. All right, that was good. Golf is number 3.
Yeah, I was going to say golf is a
That's
very...
really
golf is
safe,
very
actually.
safe.
Yeah, except one time a stray ball struck a woman's eye, which exploded.
Oh my god. Click the link. I want to see
no,
it.
No, I don't want to see that.
Let me
no,
see the
I-
picture.
no.
Did they get
Do
it?
not.
Parker,
no.
click the link.
Yes.
Parker, click the
Yes.
link.
Why are
Where
we
is it?
doing this? No, I don't want to see a woman's eye explode. No. My computer is being taken against my will. Stop.
I want to see
No.
it. Let's see the video.
This is not. Oh.
Are they going
Oh.
to show us the eye?
No, they're not going to show us the eye.
Please show us the eye.
It's scary enough with her slowly turning towards the camera with one eye covered in a white eye patch.
Her eye exploded.
Jeez.
You know, actually, it died when it got cut down.
Well, technically,
Ah,
it
yeah.
died a very slow death.
Well,
so
but-
we all have dead trees in our house at Christmas time.
People
That's a great way
always
to think
say
about it.
that you die twice. First when you.
I hate my parents.
First when somebody. I was trying to quote.
They
a
read-
song.
Hold on.
You used to get a real tree.
Parker, when I say the words Ben Simmons, what comes to your head right now?
Bricks. Really nothing else. Just really construction. That's all that I think of. What?
It occurred to me that you can say any phrase, and then follow it up with, if you know what I mean, and it immediately becomes so much creepier.
That's so true.
Try it out. Say any statement of fact.
Hey, there's a tomato on the ground if you know what I mean.
Exactly. Luke did the little eyebrow raise that made it even creepier. Yeah, textbook. That was perfect.
I mean, if you watch a basketball game, the team that scores the most points wins, if you know what I mean.
There you go. It's
Hey
so
guys,
creepy.
I went and saw a biblical play about Queen Esther this morning, if you know what I mean.
Whoa.
Exactly. It goes from a biblical
It's-
play to something really creepy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like chocolate, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
Everything.
okay.
Anything you say, if you know what I mean, attached to the end of it, creepier.
If I went up and said, you know, I think we're going to draft a team of five, or however many spots, and I think we're just going to draft all big guys. We'll get 5 centers
No,
on the team.
And we'll just rotate them.
Yeah.
I've thought about this. What if you just draft 5 just ginormous guys like Taco Fall, have them link arms in a circle,
I could just...
They'll just fill the paint.
no, and then you have Curry in the middle of them. It gives
Wait, what? Curry can't see what's going on around him. I'm done with the GOAT debates because there are no GOATs. GOATs do not exist. They're not a thing. There are only players who were great, players who are great, and players who will be great. There's never one greatest. It's only ever-changing great players throughout time and sports. There is no GOAT. There will never be a GOAT. No GOATs.
What do you think?
I am officially anti-GOAT.
Embiid is looking really hot this season.
I'd probably go and beat. That sounds weird.
That
out of
sounded-
context.
That sounded a little weird. I don't know how to take myself.
That's gonna be a great part
Ugh.
for the end of the year segment.
Yeah, the best of
Embiid is
2020.
looking really.
It's 2021, by the way.
Best of 2021. Best of the year. Whatever.
I don't know how
Wow.
to save myself from that one.
You can't. There's no.
There's
comeback.
no.
You guys know what I meant, though, right?
Embiid has been playing really well this year.
Yeah, that's
He's been on a
exactly
real
right.
hot streak.
That's kind of where I was going.
He's. Wow. You could not have phrased that any better.
It's not that I don't like baseball.
Is it though?
It's just that it's very boring to me and it's slow and I just don't like it. Wait. No,
Well said.
Never mind. I can't go back anymore.
You just walked yourself in a complete circle.
Which is what you do in baseball. It's so pointless.
Okay, that was good. That was good.
It's like, for example, you've got Tom Brady and you've got Patrick Mahomes. They're both super into football.
Are you comparing your Marvel fandom to Tom Brady?
Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. They're both super into football. But is Tom Brady more into football? Not necessarily. He's just a seasoned vet. He's just been in it longer.
Yeah. Nothing Mahomes can
So
do.
I am Tom
I
Brady
love that.
and Parker is Patrick Mahomes.
That is wow. That's right. Luke is the Tom Brady of Marvel fans. People on the internet aren't always the nicest.
I've been studying philosophy.
No, you haven't.
I've been watching The Good Place.
UCLA
The main
defense.
reason that UCLA is amazing, this is my argument. The main reason why UCLA is so good is if you watch them, you just see how they play together, and they're just so remarkable.
Chemistry. Luke,
Chemistry.
could you speak a little bit about chemistry?
If you have barium, if you have calcium, and you have... Oh, wait. No, if you have barium, cobalt, and nitrogen, you get bacon.
Nailed that. And that was chemistry talk with Luke Paglia. The Atlantic League specifically is like the testing ground for baseball.
Yeah.
They have the electronic strike zone right now.
I saw that it like malfunctioned or didn't
It
work.
did malfunction in Hard Summer's game.
Like what?
It was bad.
Is this like? I thought this was like. How is this not?
I don't know how it malfunctions.
We can go.
though.
We
How
can
does
go
that
to the
work?
moon or something. We can go into space, but we don't know how to get a strike zone right. Like that's the
Yup,
easiest
pretty
thing in
much.
the world.
Yeah, TV broadcasts can keep it on for
I could do
forever.
that. I could design one.
And-
you could literally just get a wiffle ball thing. You made one for your birthday.
Baseball should have that. Have a super durable wiffle ball. You can have a lighter material. Baseball, the strike zones would get destroyed because
just
they're
metal, just like
crushing
steel.
it. But yeah, they should have that.
Like
That'd be
the-
so much better.
The ball would just bounce right back
Sure,
out to
would
the
the catching
pitcher.
position be eliminated? Yes. But other than that,
But that eliminates so much
great.
other stuff. That eliminates plays at home. That eliminates stolen bases.
oh, so the catcher would still be there. The catcher would be there
Yeah,
to pick up
they'd
the
be
ball if a
there.
runner tries to steal home.
The catcher would be more of like a jogger that just jogs out after the ball hits the bag.
It'd be so much better for your knees. You could just sit on like a bucket
yeah, you just
and just wait.
once again we revolutionized.
Parker is just killing it
Parker-
with these baseball ideas.
Oh man.
We don't know much about the personality of Dewey, so we'll just feel him out as he goes.
Why are
But
you feeling my dog? That's kind of weird.
There's a difference between lying and not telling the truth.
what's the difference?
Lying is saying you didn't do something when you did something.
Mhm.
And not telling the truth is saying, well, there's a difference between logic and reason.
And what's the difference between those?
Logic is using your brain, reason is using your heart.
Write that down. Anyway,
Put that on a t-shirt.
Parker came up with a great concept, as you alluded to, is more athletes should be doing this, not naming their daughters with male names
Or dog names.
or that.
But legal tampering.
Yes, you are about to have a kid. Some guy is about to be a free agent next year. You want him on your team.
You name your kid after that.
Maybe the next thing you know, Patrick Mahomes is naming his second child Odell.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And then, no, literally, you'll get so much press. Like,
Yeah.
especially if you're a superstar. And you
Because that's why you have kids, is to get attention from the media and attention from the people you're trying to get on your team. I think the safest way, I think it's safer for you to jump down onto the grass.
Definitely not.
I think it's safer than climbing on that.
I think
it's
really safer than breaking all of your. Actually, take the ladder off the benches, because I might be able to like
Hop onto the ladder.
not hop. I'll sit on my butt and try and slide onto the.
What else would you sit on?
Shut up, Owen. Stop recording and help Parker already.
I forgot about Spider-Man.
Oh
Great
my
character.
word.
Don't know how I forgot about him.
What?
He would definitely be in my top 5. I can
Blasphemy.
guarantee you that.
And there were no cars, so I'm pumped. I'm like, all right, sweet. I just get to pull out. I turn left, and immediately on my left side, I just hear whoa, 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 whoa. And It is so loud. The steering wheel's like pulling a little bit to the left, and I was like, "Oh no, this."
Whoa!
That's what it was.
With that $25, you can get yourself some weird straw craft things, and you can make a squid. I want you to come back, and I think that you will. You just need to have a more substantial pill because you can't even remotely see the field if you're playing this way. Man, looks like you might need a shield. You're coming at the defense. I'll give you a sword. Together we can fly. And here you perform. You will be amazing. You will win the game. And now I am gonna be fame.
So, at what point did you decide, you know what, I'm gonna go freestyle rap with this one?
I liked it though. It hit. You were spitting bars, man.
You can overestimate teams just
Yeah.
because there's no physical way they can go 10-7 if everybody else goes. Like,
Well, but that's assuming, statistically, that's assuming that if this team has this record, then yes, that other team has to have that record, but you're guessing about the other team. So, like, if you're guessing about all the team's records, you can't use another team's record to define what the other team's record can be, because you don't know what that other team's record is.
well, theoretically,
I can't picture a baby Hugo.
I could get a sign and just say, wherever Hugo, I go. Look what happened during the episode. My skin fell off.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Ew. That's not your skin. There's
Yeah, it
no
is.
way.
Look at my feet.
Ew, what the heck?
They might think you believe Santa's real, which he is.
Oh, he is real.
So I don't know why you kept saying you believe in him, because
Mr.
he's
Claus.
clearly real. Nothing like going from Christmas music to 1.5 hours of EDM workout music. Am I right?
You're right.
Woo! Wait, I thought it was soup. What's the difference between soup and stew?
I think soup is more runny.
Oh, okay.
And
Stew just kind of sounds a little less, like, dignified.
Yeah.
Stew sounds like you just kind of threw something together.
Stew sounds like it's cooked in a crock pot.
Hmm.
Soup sounds like it's cooked by witches.
No, what?
Yeah.
Stew is witches.
No.
A
Soup,
witch prepares a stew,
No,
not
no.
a soup. No, what?
They prepare
a soup
soup.
is way nicer than a stew.
No.
You think you'd rather have a stew than a soup? I'd rather
Yeah.
have a soup than a stew.
I don't like soup.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of soup. I like chicken noodle soup,
Like,
but like
who
in
created that word?
in
Soup.
general soup,
I
I'm
want
not a
some
huge fan
soup.
of it.
How
But
do you spell soup?
S-O-U-P.
Exactly, it's soap with the U.
But I still have a theory that Jose Altuve cheated again.
What is this? Please tell us about this theory.
Oh, his face, it just looks like he's a cheater.
Show him.
I'm gonna set the stage.
Well, show me what?
2 weeks ago.
No. I feel like we have to show him before you say anything.
Well, I'm not gonna set up that much. I'll leave
Show
a little
me
bit
what?
of suspense. Okay, Luke, could you hold up the bag you have here? Let's set it up that way. Luke is holding a bag of Chick-fil-A,
In front
which,
of Owen's face.
as we all know, Chick-fil-A is the best. Parker, if you could describe Chick-fil-A, would you describe it as like the best food you've ever had?
No.
How often would you say you have Chick-fil-A?
I'd say approximately 2.5 times a week.
Yeah, Parker loves Chick-fil-A. And 2 weeks ago, we discovered that Parker has never had soup before. Turns out Chick-fil-A has chicken noodle soup. And
Oh,
you might be
man.
thinking, Parker says some ridiculous stuff, right? He was probably just joking about never having had soup before. His mother confirmed that he has never had soup
No,
before.
I've never had
So we
soup.
know that it's true. Please try not to spill it all over
Oh,
this table.
man.
Parker is going to eat and react to Chick-fil-A, his favorite restaurant's chicken noodle soup.
I will be straight up with you guys as a Chick-fil-A employee. I've never had their soup. I would be willing to try it. It smells very
It
delicious.
smells great. Parker takes a sniff. Let's just clear out. There's gonna be a few seconds of silence here as Parker eats the soup, and then just give us
This
your
is Parker's
reaction.
first ever bite of soup.
He literally is
chicken
just
in
taking
there.
a piece of. You gotta get some chicken, some noodle. Okay, he literally just bit the chicken.
Okay, now get some noodle.
You gotta
in it
get some
too.
noodle.
And
it looks
some
like
broth.
there's a little bit of peas
There's
and
a
maybe some
celery.
carrot.
It's celery.
Oh, celery, yeah. and then carrots.
Get some broth and noodle in it.
Yeah. There you go. That's a
That's
good
a bite
scoop.
of soup right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Oh, no.
You got this.
You got this, Parker.
It's okay.
Hey,
It's okay.
It's okay. It's like Parker likes oranges. Oranges are apples. Or oranges
Are
are
you trying to say an analogy?
yeah, like oranges aren't apples. Therefore, Parker doesn't like apples or something like that.
What?
They taught us that. Yeah, that's what
That's not an analogy.
See, that's what the school system teaches you.
That's not an analogy.
This is why you shouldn't study.
One of you can play Stephen A. One of you can play Max. You can both be Stephen A. for all I care. Kyler Murray, overrated, underrated. Go.
Kyler Murray
Overrated.
is underrated, and here's why. His team
You're supposed to be screaming at him.
His
I'm laughing.
But I can't.
was better than we thought with the record.
Oh my-
You need to understand
Luke, you're really failing this
that
bit.
he is crazy.
Luke didn't help you at all there. This was supposed to be its first take back and forth, and Luke just lost it immediately. He just fell out of his chair.
Oh my gosh.
What if I was a member? She didn't ask me if I was a member. Just because I'm a teenage boy in a craft store buying something for a Halloween costume does not mean that I can't be a member at this store. Just because I'm not a middle-aged white mom doesn't mean I can't be a member at this craft store. If Hitler's right in front of you
Uh-huh.
and he's
I'm not
a
at
bad
Michael's.
person. No, you're not a Michael's.
Okay.
You're just like in a room.
All right.
And you were to kill him, right? Like
Uh-huh.
people are like, hold on, I gotta figure out how I was gonna word
How are
this.
you gonna
It made sense in my
How
head.
are you going to connect this to being a member at Michael's?
It made
Or
sense
not
in my
being a
head.
member?
So Hitler's stereotyped as a bad person,
Mm-hmm.
and so
Correctly stereotyped, probably.
so you think it's right to kill him just because he was stereotyped as a bad person? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll have my first kid have the initials
Leroy.
LRP. I'm not naming my kid
Leroy. And then you get the LR, you could do Leroy Paglia, and then that's
Yeah.
it.
How about Levi?
Ooh, no.
Landon.
No.
Bible name Leviticus.
I am not naming my kid Leviticus.
Well, then you go Levi for short.
Yeah. That's good.
I don't know. Leonard.
Tom Brady, I won't take credit for this. This term was coined by myself and one of our friends. I'll tell you afterwards. I think it'll surprise you. Ghost. Tom Brady's not the GOAT, he's the ghost. He's the greatest of some time. Because he's not... This goes along with my anti-GOAT thing. I think it's a little simpler than my anti-GOAT. When I said anti-GOAT, I said there's going to be better players throughout space and time. But he's the ghost because he's the greatest of a certain time period. Greatest of some time. Why is it ladder golf? It has nothing to do
Ladder
with golf.
toss, also known as ladder ball, monkey ball, ladder golf, ball, rope.
I prefer
Goofy balls.
balls.
Goofy balls. Testicle toss, cowboy golf,
Hillbilly golf.
and other names.
That's a weird
Okay.
It's a long game played by throwing two balls connected by a string onto a ladder.
So maybe we were both right.
Wow.
Plus some other interesting names.
Weird. The only qualification I have for naming my kids is not one syllable.
Mhm.
That's it. It's pretty simple.
I think I'm gonna get them I don't know. I actually don't know at all. I'm not benefiting this conversation at all.
Anyway, all we can do now is sit tight and just chill. Sometimes there's nothing to do until there's something to do.
That's bizarrely wise.
Do you hear what he said?
Parker would say, there's always nothing to do until there's something to do. And then you or I would say, that's bizarrely wise.
I thought of you
Yeah.
immediately when I
Parker,
heard that quote last night.
perfectly summarizes, Parker is bizarrely wise.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank
that's,
you.
That's
Thank
that is
you.
perfect.
Thank you.
I mean, it's not wrong. There's nothing to do until there's something.
I mean,
I thought of you right away
He's
when
not
watching
wrong.
this last night.